What does it mean to be an artist today? They say artists don't just make art, they create and preserve myths. Today I have the wonderful pleasure to speak with Mr. Rolf von Bueren, who is a visionary artist that is known for his life-size art installations and labor-intensive masterpieces. And many of his work have become regular additions to serious art collectors around the world. Mr. Rolf, would you be so kind to share with us a little bit about your upbringing and how this might have influenced your work as an artist?
Well, my upbringing was after the war in Europe, and that wasn't really a very pleasant time. From early on, I had a lot of friends who had wonderful houses, castles, and who had great ideas.
And would you be able to tell us the story and the philosophy behind using raw materials and blending them together with precious metals and precious gemstones?
All over the world, the artists looked at nature as their example. Nature was the ultimate beauty, or offered the ultimate beauty. So by including wood, dried materials, and all kinds of natural ingredients, we are trying to bring nature in.
So would you also be able to give your take on what is art, especially when you have a production team behind you and many other people working on your art?
Well, I think it's already in the medieval times, you know, the painters, the great painters, did very often only the sketch on the canvas and determine the colors and then let their disciples do the work. But their name went on. So they were the ones who gave the concept, who gave the idea, and who also determined the quality. In our case, we have, I have maybe 5 people around who have worked with me for a long while and who interacted and know what I want.
And what is the process involved behind creating an art piece to the execution of it, to its completion?
So last year I traveled 200 days. I'm going to museums, through books. I'm walking for miles through towns and see what others have in their windows, what others are producing. And by doing that, I kind of accumulate a basket of inspirations. But when I walk in a morning market or a flea market and I see something, then the idea starts from there. So the inspirations come from different places, but it's the interaction of a library of ideas, of things that I've seen, and what I find in that moment, and to convert it into a concept of design.
Rolf von Bueren shows that being an artist is not just about what happens in the studio, but that it is a continual organic process of being present to one's surroundings and the willingness to explore the unknown, from looking towards nature for inspiration to collecting the ancient stories of cultures all around the world. Rolf von Bueren's works of art are a celebration of life in all its diversity.